This is the one thing that we're all missing when it comes to this time and improving our immune system and fighting disease. And in this video, by the end, you're going to have a lot of information on exactly some action steps of what to do. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 24 years. I'm going to give you some realistic advice based on my experience. We should all be following the Center of Disease Control's advice and the World Health Organization's advice. We should be socially getting away from people. We should be trying to get our situations such that we're not exposing ourselves to other people, as well as having other people expose themselves to us. So socially distancing ourselves from people is one way to get rid of a virus. The other option is you can wash your hands. So if you unfortunately are touching door handles and you are exposed to people, the best thing you could do is literally wash your hands. And I have another video of how to wash your hands like a doctor, so go ahead and watch that one. It's got a lot of good information. I'll bet most people are not doing it correctly. The other situation is this. We can wash our hands, we can stay away from people, but those are things to avoid the virus. But what happens if we actually have an illness? The other side of the equation when it comes to being healthy is not just avoiding the virus, but being prepared for when the virus actually gets to us. Viruses, bacteria, fungi, all those things like to attack unhealthy hosts. It behooves us to know how can we become a worse host for a virus or bacteria or fungi. Here's how we do it. We must strengthen our immune system. How do we do that? It's amazing to me right now how many people are actually at the supermarkets and they're actually buying comfort foods. They're buying foods like breads and pastas and sodas and things of this nature, that these are things that, of course, the shelf life is going to be long on these things, but they're not going to improve our immune system. In fact, they're going to depress our immune system. The more sugar you eat, the more carbohydrates you eat, the more likely your immune system is going to be depressed and you're going to have a hard time. We need to be eating right now as nutrient-dense foods as humanly possible. Now, what does that mean? The more fruits and vegetables we can eat, the more phytonutrients are in our foods, the more polyphenols are in the foods, which are the things that make the color of those foods that have high nutrient density, which actually improve our immune system. So the problem is right now, if you cannot get access to this type of food, well, you're kind of screwed. The next best option is canned, but don't eat sugary types of foods. The more you can improve your nutrition, the better. The second thing that you can do besides eating fruits and vegetables is drinking a ton of water. Hydration is the name of the game. Don't drink sports drinks. Anything that comes in a can is probably not as healthy as water. So making sure that you have enough water is key. The third thing, and this is probably going to stir some feathers out there, is any type of soups that have vegetables and broth in them. Beef broth, chicken broth, anything like that. The hotter the better. If you can have chicken broth or a beef broth and actually put it in your mouth, swoosh it in your mouth, put it underneath your tongue, that way it gets rapid absorption into our body, and then be drinking that a lot, you're supplying your body with a tremendous amount of good proteins that are necessary to make hormones that are important in our immune system. So the point of this video is, don't forget that we can try to avoid ourselves from being near a virus, or understand that when those viruses get to us, we need to be terrible hosts for those viruses. I hope this video is informative to you. I hope it helps people. I hope it gives you hope that there is some way out of this situation. And truly, the best way out of this situation is, number one, don't become exposed to the thing that's out there right now. And number two, if you are exposed, to have such a healthy body that your immune system is ready for that.